Yeah, man.
Oh,
What up? What up? What up?
what's up? What's up? What's up, Anwar Jamison?
Man, still over here
Yeah,
basking in the glow of this whole thing.
that's
Yeah,
what's up, man. You pulled off a real situation, bro. It's lovely.
man. I'm still sitting here like, yeah, it was expected. I'm not surprised about nothing, but then it's just
Yeah.
crazy. You see everything just lining up like you know it should. It's
Hey,
crazy.
man. Look, I still don't know what to say. I'm still speechless. I'm seeing the movie because it's my first time seeing the movie last night. I'm speechless, man. I'm just astounded, bro. You put together a mean situation, man, and it's awesome, bro. I'm just basking in the with you, cuz.
I told you last night. Part of my entertainment was I'm glad I had a direct line behind you and Future. Like we in the back out in front. That was part of the entertainment. Watching y'all reactions from behind, like straight up.
Look, we had such a ball, man. Cause look, I was excited, and I was like, okay, I remember filming it, but it was different to sit down in the theater and actually watch it, and view it with the score, the music playing, and the way the scenes the interlapping scenes. Hey, man, it was awesome, bro.
Man, yeah, it's crazy to see. I don't get to see it there because taking it every step of the way and having to edit it and do all that stuff. I see it so many times, so many different ways, but it's crazy. And that's like I tell
Yeah,
my students when they say the magic of movie making is really the closest thing to magic in the world. Because
right.
you take even like the phone scenes with Khalil, or the scenes at the end, like when he swept and me and him was talking. Bro, I was there.
Yeah,
I wrote the movie. I directed it. But when I'm watching it, you can't tell me I ain't talking to him on the phone right then. You know what I mean?
right,
Like that we didn't really do that together. You know what I mean? But I know we didn't. But even I
right.
could sit there and get lost in the illusion. What up? What up? Yeah, coming on in. Even I can get lost in the illusion and like I was really talking to him right there. Like, no, I was standing next to him, directing him. But it feel like me, I was on the phone. Like movies make everything, bro. That's really like when they say cinema magic, you like really making somebody see whatever you want them to see. It's
Look, and
crazy.
that was amazing to me, man. Because like I say, when I had did a couple of films before, but I mean not as having a role in them and being behind the scenes and seeing everything go on. I was an extra in some films, back in the day. But to be on set and just see how things actually move and roll and how things are connected together, like learning what continuity meant and coloration and stuff like that, and the different lenses and the intricate things that went into filming, man, and to see it come out as a complete project, man, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing for real, for real.
Yeah. And that was some of them long days and now people see it. You know what I mean? So if you
Yeah.
don't like Ellis, that's my guy. I gotta hit Ellis back up.
Shout out
Yeah,
to Ellis. What's up, D
yeah.
Foul?
Yeah, but it's like when we there and that's that style. If somebody not used to it or not around, it can get frustrating. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? All this little, let's go ahead and get on with it. But it's like, nah, every shot is a shot. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
you painting the work of art with every shot almost. When we do another setup, it took that time, but when you see it on the screen, you see why. You know what I mean? It's popping. I see Nasty just came in, little sis up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just saw it in there.
yeah,
Look,
but
that's what came in, y'all. For y'all that don't know, Bassett is awesome. I've never seen a production assistant like this before in my life. It's
oh,
a super efficient, super. Look, if
the
it's
trailer dope.
at
Appreciate that.
5:30,
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Man, now it's like having this first physical festival to really Like I say, it's almost like making up for all this lost time. You know, all the festivals we lost is like
Right,
rolling it up in a ball and being able to like we got that impact in one weekend that, you know what I mean, we would have got that slow burn over, you know, this whole year starting back in April at
right.
first. I'm like, it's happening the way it's supposed to. So the world gonna be ready for it in October. Straight
Look,
up.
I'm gonna tell you, man. When the movie first came on yesterday, and I was watching, I saw the first scene. It was like it made me seem like the movie's gonna be like what people coin like a cult classic. I'm not just saying that because you know my cousin did the movie and I'm in the movie, but from just taking myself outside of it and watching it from a pure moviegoer perspective, man, that's gonna be a cult classic because it's gonna be like a slow burn on it, like you say, and it's gonna build up, it's gonna build up, it's gonna build up, and pretty soon it's gonna be one of those movies that everybody has in their archives. Everybody got, say, like New Jack City. Everybody got a menace to society. You know what I'm saying? Just for an example, but Coming to Africa is gonna be one of them films, bro.
Yeah, and that opening scene, I didn't write that opening scene until we got back from Ghana.
What?
So yeah, it was certain things. It's a couple scenes. It's about 2 scenes that going to Ghana allowed me to see, okay, over here, we need to see this first. So, like,
Right,
shooting that over there, I was like, yeah, I need Khalil to open it up like this, because originally it was going to open in the chop. It would open with that scene where he was going through the mail, where you come in, you know what I
right,
mean? So,
right.
but I was like, this opening scene going to pull it all together. That scene set the tone for it. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah.
Man, look. I was blown away, cuz, and it was a lot of times that I was sitting there and I was watching, and I was like, man, I think I'm gonna start crying in here, man.
Oh, I told you, I saw you all folded up, bent over, with Future rubbing your back. But he got to spit
Yeah,
that realness. I said it took him there.
yeah, it took me there, cuz I'm not gonna lie, man. Because it's like I remember all them times us on the phone talking about the movie. I mean, before you had put anything down on script files, writing, we was just talking about it. We was just building up the anticipation in our mind, like, all right, boom, we're gonna do this. Like, cuz I wanna do this. And I was like, look, if that's what you wanna do, I know I can help facilitate making it happen. Let's just do it. Like, we make sure we went through all the things we wanted to make sure we kept culturally correct. And man, I'm speechless, cuz you see, I'm almost stuttering on here. I'm speechless.
Yeah, man. And yeah, people ready for it, man. So we gonna talk some more coming to Africa, man. We could do this all day. Like I
Yeah,
told you, though, man, for some of the people coming in, man, because we got living my best life in Ghana. We got Powwah and Phu'cha, man. Like I want to real quick, man. How you talk? I want to dig into the origin story. Like this is like y'all some Marvel superheroes. I told you, cuz you like a black exploitation hero in real life, cuz I told you like. So straight up, no lie. So cuz what? Because everybody who know y'all know it's like that's something special. Y'all really synonymous with one another, man. People don't really say one without the other. It's always Power and Future and Power. Like you really. So it's like, man, what year did y'all even meet? Cuz I don't even know that. What year did y'all actually meet?
man, we met in 2000. We met actually in 2000, and we met. Let me get it right. We met about 4 months after I had moved from LA back to Memphis, and
Okay.
I was there about 4 months, and we met in 2000, man.
Okay, so 2000, right at the turn of the century. So when did
Yeah.
the first seed really get planted to be like, yeah, we're gonna go over there to Africa? Like, what was that time frame like when it first even entered the mind, really, on a serious level?
Okay. Let me see. Okay, so like I said, we met in 2000, and in 2000, it's like everybody would go through their conditioning period. What I mean by that is like when you first start getting interested in your own culture and and where you came from. Now, for me personally, my pops was in the Black Power movement, and my mama was marching and they was doing their thing. So I kind of grew up immersed in it because I look at some of my baby pictures, man, when I'm like 7, 8 months old. my daddy got red, black, and green RBG stuff in the background, towels and flags, and I'm like, damn. So it was like absorbed in my system the whole time anyway. So it was like, man, so when we met, it was like we had Future was still going to church, and I was like, she was still going to church, and I was like, man, we got to try. We're gonna try to learn something. Look, she just chimed in right here too.
Hey,
so,
Future. Yeah.
So when we met, man, it was like I had a little knowledge. I was doing much. I wasn't like where I am now. And like I said, we was going to church and whatever, and we was going and we started listening. Then we ran into this guy, Dr. Ray Hagan. So we was listening to Dr. Hagan's, and we started going to the African village in St. Louis and whatnot. And we started really just like, okay, what he's saying is the truth. We need to start looking into our culture deeper. You know what I mean? And so we ran into him. Then we got introduced to Professor Small. And from that point on, man, had two friends.
We started studying a lot too.
Yeah, we started doing a lot of studying. And we had two friends that went to Ghana. One went for graduation from college. He graduated from college, and he went for a graduation present. And so the second guy he got a job teaching in Ghana. So when he started calling back, he was like, look, bro, y'all need to come check it out. I need to come check it out. These two guys is telling us about this. This is like 2004, 5, because we got married in 2002. We've been together, 18 years married, and we've been together for 20 years. So when the guy came back, bro came back and was like, man, y'all need to come check out Ghana. So we looked at each other, we like, baby, it's time to go. We out of here. And the next year, man, we end up in Ghana.
Yeah.
It was really the end of the year. We went the end of 2006, the New Year's Eve. And it's been on ever since.
The end of 2006, you said the first one, right? And
yeah,
that's what I was trying to remember that timetable. That's the year I started film school, January 2007. So I knew it was like that timetable. Right when I was right there at film school, I was like, y'all, it went right before or right after. But I started film school in January 2007, so I knew it was right there. That's It's crazy. Yeah.
So that's like we went and the first time we went, bro, we had such a marvelous time. I know we talked about it a lot on our page once before, but man, we had a marvelous time, and it was like everything was new to your eyes. So everything visual was brand new, from the insects to the way the grass grew, the sky, the smell,
the food, the taste,
everything.
The essence. It was like the essence of Africa was just surreal. It was like, this can't be real. It's too right. You know what I'm saying? How can this be too right?
Yeah. See, and y'all saw a pure form. I was talking about this on the live with I think with Bassy yesterday or something. Where some of them now, like I saw Uncle David Dotto, he had a post on the article or something about some of them feeling like they're losing the culture or certain stuff. And I'm like, this social media. Now I see certain stuff. It's like I want to get them there. Like, no, like stop, don't be like us. Like, we trying to get we trying to bring the culture back. And now you can see social media Americanizing certain stuff. Like when I'm over, I can see it. It's like, nah, chill. Like like keep the essence.
Right.
Most of them gonna have that essence. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. But just like anybody else, especially the young people, social media gonna influence you. You know what I mean? The rap music, the stuff coming from over here. So, but yeah, it still is that. Like I had that same awakening when I got there, though. Definitely. So talk a little bit about the music. You know what I mean? Y'all music career over there, because y'all do music and stuff over here. But y'all went over there, had a whole new Ghanaian music career. You know what I mean, on that side. So how did y'all get linked up with the music scene over there?
Hey, look, it was like at that time we was doing a lot of music, man. It was like we was living two lives, it seemed like. Because we get to Ghana, man, and you be on the trotro or in the cab, and people have seen you on television in Ghana, like in an interview or performing. Because when we got there, we started a group called Holla Black. And Holla Black consisted of me and Future and another brother. And so when we got together, we was doing music, man. We did videos. Eseti Seti is one of the videos. Anybody want to check that out? It's ESETISETI. Eseti Seti. And the name of the group is Holla Black.
And without a C.
Yeah, without a C. BLAK. And so the scene at the time was real hip hop. You know how I say how our early 90s hip hop scene used to be? As far as the music and the attention to detail, the beats, the rhymes, the lyrics, it was just like being in the hip hop world, man, in the 90s in Ghana. And when I'm talking about a level of craftsmanship and skill on that microphone, bro, hey man, it was, hey look, it was, if you didn't come with your A game, you was gonna be left out in the cold. Man, we was embraced, like we met our first meeting on the music scene was a brother named Reggie Rockstone. And man, Reggie Rockstone, man, was like, you know, hip life, you know, everybody, I know most people are familiar with hip life that know something about Ghana or Ghanaians. And so man, we was doing the hip life situation, man, and listening to Reggie, and he was like, man, y'all should really get together and do some music. You should do some music. I want to do some music. And so we formed a group, bro. And once we got the group started, man, we went to we performed a music, which would kind of be like a Soul Train like show. We've done DJ Willie's show. Who else? Oh my goodness, it's not Impact TV. I can't even think of it, man. But we did so many shows and appearances. We performed at the British Council, the Alliance Francaise, which is like the French consulate in Ghana. A lot of places, man. And what we do is cultural music. When I say, because I'm a rhymer, you know what I'm saying? I'm a rap artist. So, and when I rhyme, my music don't have room for nonsense. There's too much stuff relevant going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I just talked about straight Africa and how we feel here in the U.S. about Africa. And man, they loved it, man. They love it. People are still playing the videos. They still getting play in rotation. And I mean, when we go to Africa, like I say, we just go there and be like musicians. It's like a whole nother world from over here.
Yeah. Hey, y'all did that. You came, you know, again, those videos and some of that stuff y'all was showing, that made it just that much more real. Like, man, I could start to envision a storyline. That started making the pieces kind of form around it. And it's a lot of love in the room right now. Salute everybody. Everybody in here because the comments be coming fast. You know what I mean? I'm saying what's up. Anybody who says something specific about a certain woo-woo, DM me too. Send me an inbox because the comments flow kind of fast. I can go back through. But yeah, anybody in here who said anything about something specific, DM me to keep it on my mind so we can chop it up about it. But yeah, much love. Thank you to everybody who tapping in and got something beautiful to say. Somebody asked when it'll be on Netflix or other streaming platforms. October. So you'll have the details coming up. It'll definitely be October available. And we yeah, so stay tuned for those details. So yeah, y'all got on that music scene. So tell me when does PY come into that picture? When did y'all bump into PY out of watching on the music scene?
Hey man, look, let me tell you about this dude right here, man. That's my homeboy, man. I can't, you know how you have people that you don't even really remember when the hell you met them? You just know. That's how I say with PY, man. I mean, it's like, you asked me that question. Now I'm really having to think, when did I meet PY? Because it seems like I always known him, man. It's like, PY was doing this thing called Bless the Mic, and he's still doing Bless the Mic. But Bless the Mic used to be in Osu at this little club in Osu. And so my partner Ra, he was like, come on, man, we're gonna go to this little spot in Osu. And so we went, and PY was up in there. Ra knew PY. So he introduced us. This is like 2006. This is the first time we came. 2007, early 2007. So man, PY was like, man, so you do music. So I was just doing strictly poetry at the time. I would write my rhymes or whatever, but you know, I got out like, okay, I'm gonna do music, I'm gonna do this. I did a few things in the States, but not on the continent. So man, when we got with PY, man, he was doing the Bless the Mic, man. I got on there and did some things. He was like, hey, look, bro, you gotta come back next week. And so every time that he did Bless the Mic back in them days, I was there on the stage. So I started getting introduced to people by him. And you know, when I come back, start making trips, PY was the first person I called because I could trust it. Not to mention, PY went to college in the States, in Little Rock, Arkansas. That was kind of like a common ground we met on, because I went to college for a little while at Pine Bluff, which is both in Arkansas. That's like 30 minutes away from each other. So we related on that, chopped it up. And man, we've been friends ever since. Man, I've been friends with that dude, man. Was it 2007? Was it 15, 16 years almost? 13 years almost? Long as I've been going to Ghana, I've been going PY.
So yeah, shout out to PY. He'll be on here in a little over 2 hours, you know, a little over 2 hours. We'll bring it home and close out the show with the man. Yeah, man. So what's some other experiences y'all just had in Ghana leading up to the movie? Just anything you could think of that just stand out above? What's something that's just like might have been a turning point, or just another special person that you came across, or anything?
Well, you know what? And this person right here, man, could tie everything into each other. And what I mean by that is that without me knowing and experiencing being with this person I'm gonna tell you about, man, none of the stuff, I would have known none of those things to help you out with making this movie, which was Uncle Tete Blamano and his family, man. From day one, when I first came to Africa in 2007, I had been with this man. And how I met him, like I said, I told you earlier that we was going to the African village in St. Louis, Dr. Hagen's African village up there. And we met a guy that had a home in a place called Sabaye, which is out on the coast going past Cape Coast. And so he let us stay. He stood up in the middle of the program and everything. He told us, this young family, they trying to go to Africa or whatever. So I'm going to let them stay at my house. You can live in my house for the first 30 days for free. No, you don't have to pay me nothing. I got a guy that's going to pick you up from the airport. He's going to drive you around and the whole 9 yards. And so we was like, cool. And that guy ended up being Uncle Tete. And so Uncle Tete decided to teach us the language. Uncle Tete taught us our way around. He taught me how to drive in Ghana. He taught me and Future how to drive in Ghana. He taught us not only the tree language, but Ga. And man, if it weren't for him, man, I wouldn't know none of the stuff that I know about Africa right now, cuz I would not know it if it weren't for Uncle T, man. So like all of the knowing where to go, the time of season, you know, when the rainy season comes, so I could tell you in the future about times we should be there when it's time to shoot to get the best look. And I wouldn't know none of that if it weren't for Uncle Tete, man. So you know, he's an ancestor now. He passed on during the filming of the movie. And you know, it's just like he was a blessing to us and a blessing to the movie in disguise all at the same time.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, rest in power, man. That's man, that's cool, because like you said, all the stuff that y'all had just ingrained in you. It was like being channeled, you know what I mean? It was like it was passing across like electric current, you know what I mean, coming to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I can get this power to do it. So now y'all done been over there all this time. Can you remember, like, what was the feeling like? Or can you remember what you was thinking day one on the set? Like, y'all been over here for over a decade. Y'all been doing this. I've never been there. We get on the set, the crew at work. You see the lights, you see the camera, you see the actors, and it's really happening. Like, can you remember what you was thinking then?
I'm going to be as blunt as I can, because I was like, this shit is really going down. It's really came to fruition. I was thinking about all the conversations. It was one conversation that me and you had in particular that I remember when I started thinking about this. I was in Osu. It was a festival going on in Osu. I was talking to this brother named Ponji, and PY was standing right next to me, and I called you on the phone. And I was like, cuz, I got the perfect folks for putting this production together. PY had just started his production company, and I was like, we got it. They saying they're going to help us put everything we need, and when they say they're going to do it, they're going to do it. And I specifically, I don't know why, but I specifically remember that conversation, man. And to see it when I was on the set and how everything was flowing, Hey man, it was hella overwhelming to me. And by being your first time on the continent and shooting a movie at the same time, I felt responsible for making sure that you had everything that you needed. You know what I'm saying? So I took that real serious, man, because it's like, first of all, I know you my family. Then on the second of all, not only are you here in Africa, but you got your dreams and your aspirations tied up in there too. So by me being your cousin, I got to make sure I do my damn part and make sure it come out. And man,
And that money. Dreams, aspirations, and money tied up in.
Don't play. And the paper. Don't forget the
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah, so that was crazy, man. But yeah, to get on that set, man, and start filming them first scenes, it was crazy. Shooting them first the hotel scenes, and just, man, seeing it come together, learning the crew, learning, everybody getting our little crew. It was like that. I think back to that first meeting. Remember the first meeting at PY spot? You know what I mean? When they brought the cast, the crew together for us to meet.
Oh, yeah.
That was like some old, like, I don't even know how to describe it. That feeling I had, like, was, okay, they ordered the symbol. They waiting to see, like, the director. What I'm going to say, I'm like, dang, it's the whole goddamn cast and crew. It's about 30 people in the room. You know what I mean? Like, they waiting for me. It's like, what's the first thing going to come out of my mouth, So it was just cool to stand up, address everybody, introduce myself, come around the room, just recognize some of the actors and actresses from the casting call video. Like, okay, how you doing? And that was a cool thing, man. And then to just get to that first day and start seeing everybody move and just gel and bond. It was like, that's what I was saying yesterday. That's what spills over into the movie. So when people see the movie and that spirit in it and that good feeling spirit, is because it's behind the camera too. So that's what we're doing to it. If there's a lot of tension and BS on the set, that's going to lead over into the movie.
No, man. That's one thing I can truly say, and it's a real good kudos out to the Ghanaian cast and crew that was helping us. The professionalism, the level of professionalism, man, was like superb, bro. And it was easy for us to fall in line. We cracking jokes in the back behind the scenes, and we kicking it. We learning how to have fun with each other. Cause a lot of times sometimes when you meet people up from other countries, you be a little uptight because you don't know what makes them laugh, or you don't know what brings humor, or how to lighten up the tension that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But none of that was present with all of it. It was like once we had that first day, after that, man, it was like we was all brothers and sisters and just kicking it and having fun, cracking jokes. Then when it's time to work, we got down to business, and I loved it, man. I can't wait to start working on the next joint, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Hey, summer 2021, man. Long as it ain't no restrictions and no nonsense in the air, we're gonna speak it into existence. That the border's gonna be free. Ain't none of this gonna. Hey, 2021, right back at it. I said, this is what I plan to stick to. This will be the only year. I knew we wasn't shooting this year before COVID, because I was like, coming to Africa, got to get the proper foundation and be the right thing. But I was like, this gonna be the last year we don't shoot over there. And that was what I said. 2020 be the last year we don't shoot. 2021 on, we gonna know. Summertime, like, it's popping. We ain't got to shoot movies. Like, for real.
Hey, look, I'm with it. You know I'm there.
Yeah.
And look, I'm trying to think. It was something else I wanted to say on the tip of like how I felt on the stage, on the set. It was like I didn't want it to end. It was like, okay, we doing it. It was like I was enjoying myself doing it, and it was like I was learning at the same time. Because I'm one of them people, even if I do know how to do something, if it's someone that's there on scene that knows more than I do, I want to be with that person. Behind the scenes, it was like I'm watching what you're doing. And I'm listening to direction. I'm learning stuff at the same time. I'm watching what Ellis was doing, learning what he was doing. And Steve Foss, the brother that was doing sound. I'm asking him questions. Okay, what's this? And how you do that? And, Bassett, I'm checking out Bassett move. Okay, so when you do this, and how you organize this? And, you know, I just like to learn. Just to be in the environment was a lot for me, man. And I didn't want it to end.
Man, that's how it was, man. At the end, it was like, dang, it's over. Everybody, like, it's like some coworkers you done locked in with, you see every day. Like, for that amount of time, you get used to it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's crazy when people see, they never believe. That's a bit of trivia. When we shooting that airport scene and you telling me, not the airport scene, we got to get to the airport. When we on them stairs, like, no,
Yeah.
bro, we got to get there. People do not know we was trying to get y'all to the airport.
For real.
Edit that scene like we could not let y'all miss the plane. In the movie, we was like, we can't miss this plane, but in real life, you and Future couldn't miss that plane. We trying to get this shot. They got to get y'all off. Like, okay, we got to get this. Like, yeah, but the stuff that came together and like, man, you know, yeah, it don't happen like that, man. Movies don't happen like that. Even Khalil said, I mean, it just don't happen like that, man. You shoot a movie, you expect, you plan for the best, you know what I mean? And you hope it go that way, but it's not uncommon to, oh, we got to reshoot this whole day. Or this happened, or, you know what I mean? We didn't have no major, it was meant to be, bro. It was meant.
Yeah, man. We had that one little situation popped up when we was at the restaurant, but it was like the positive vibe just absorbed that shit so quick and got rid of it. You didn't even have to think about it no more.
Yeah, yeah. But that was that's what I say when it was like, oh, but it was like soon as that little situation, soon as something moved to the side about 15 feet, the air cleared up, it was smooth again the whole rest of that day. That was the day Ama showed up, and Benny Blanco.
I was just gonna say that. And the other brothers showed up too, man.
Yeah, they showed up, showed love. So, yeah, man, we're gonna bring them out for part 2, man. It's a couple of the people out there. It's a couple more. It's some other key figures in Ghanaian cinema you can expect to see in some other movies. There was some people who reached out, showed love, who wanted to be a part of the first one. But we was already in motion, already shooting. So it's like, yeah, part 2 gonna have some surprises. Some other people gonna pop up that we're gonna make Ghana proud, man, when we keep it going, man.
Hey, look, and that was my main thing. I wanted to make Ghanaians proud of their brothers across the water, man. Because there's been so much stuff that's been thrown at us against each other. You know what I mean? It's like, you know that don't mess with the Black Americans. They tell our brothers over there, and then over here they tell us, oh, don't go over there and mess with the Africans. They gonna steal you and eat you. And shut up. Look, we making movies, man. Get the hell out of here with that, man. Now we making movies on the continent with our brothers and sisters. Non-exploitive movies. We're not talking about no fat kids and no babies and no war and shit. We want to show Africa for its beauty and its splendor, man. And I really think they're gonna receive us for that. I really do.
Yeah, man. And it's the response, and they doing it now, without seeing the whole thing. And that's some of what I love to hear the most, some of the comments and people reaching out on Facebook. It's the amount of shares and stuff, and trailers, and even the first one is crazy from Ghanaians. And like, it have been a lot of love. And that's what really made me the most proud was when I hear, Bassie said it. Aunt Paulina, she said it, but when they was like that script, really made them proud. Like, this is the story need to be told about Ghana. You know what I mean? So hearing that come from, David, we're sitting down, Uncle David on the set. I'm going over before we shoot his scenes. Like you say, we want to be as respectful as possible. I get this right, and I asked him about with the drink. You know what I mean? For those who ain't seen it, I ain't gonna admit what drink it is. And I was like, I got this joke. I wanted to make sure the joke was gonna come off right, And I went to that with him. He was like, yeah. He said, you got it. He was like, that's kind of synonymous with our country. Like, people think it's tequila, in Mexico or whatever. And like, so I was like, okay, I wonder, so some of the research, some lines, the stuff about highlight, hit light, that, Ama McBrown was saying. That was my research. But I read it before the scene. Like, did I explain that right? She the one got to say it, She was like, yeah, you got it right, you know what I mean? So I'm like, cool. So, yeah, man, we represent it, man, with respect. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's like It's like the feeling you get when you hear a Ghanaian tell you that you got it right.
Yeah.
And then I Ghanaian because I looked at it like David Dunto, Nana Ama McBrown, and Auntie Paulina. It's like they like the gatekeepers of the culture because they are bringing Ghana to the world for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for them to tell you that, okay, y'all got it right. Man, come on, man. That you what more can you ask for?
That's it right there. So yeah, man. So yeah, we gonna hop off, man. I expect to see y'all soon. Bastion said I changed the narrative. Ghanaians will love this movie. Thank you, sis. That's what you told me. And that's
man, say, yo, what's up, my sister?
So yeah, man.
Too, man.
Oh yeah,
I really enjoyed working with Khalil Kane, man. Hey man, that's an awesome brother, man. That's an awesome brother. And I gotta tell the people this, man. I met Khalil Kane back in the 90s, like 93, 94, something, whatever year Juice came out. That's the year I met Khalil Kane. I was cutting Khalil Kane hair in North Hollywood at a barbershop called Brother to Brother. And you called me and told me that Khalil Kane was gonna be in the movie. I was like, what? I was like, first I want to remember me. You know what I'm saying? From all that time, you know, they playing blocks and stuff since then. And when we saw each other, we was like, and he was like, yeah. He was like, dude. I was like,
yeah. And you see, he gave it up for you on the live yesterday. He showed you much love. Like, he spoke very yeah. But yeah, man, I can't say enough about him, man. That's a genuine dude, man, like you said. And people can see that. They're the ones who saw it live, man. Everybody not like that. We know that. Certain people get, you know what I mean, to a position, get the admiration of the people. I mean, you know, he got a place in people's head and heart from that. People love him, you know what I mean? Some people you can't approach, you know what I mean? They got that, we know that. We know that's a lot of people. Yeah, that's a good dude, man.
And man, just to be sitting down on set talking to him, we was catching up from, you know, all them years ago. And he was just sitting there telling me stories about Tupac when they was filming Juice, like when Pac met his mom and the whole 9 yards. And it was amazing, man, because I was in California during those days, like the big death row days and all of that, when everybody at our age was younger and they was hot in the middle of their thing, they was doing their thing, man. And just, it was an awesome experience, man. It was an awesome experience. Not to mention, Khalil Kane always been a favorite actor of mine since Juice. I'm not going to lie. But it was awesome for us to pull that together, man. I feel honored, Anwar. I'm glad, man, you had your cousin part of this situation. We can help and do something with each other, man, work with each other. And, man, I'm with you till the wheels fall out, cuz.
Already. And likewise, you already know. So yeah, we're gonna slide back into this festival thing. Hey, awards show tonight. Everybody on here, we are nominated for 6 awards. By the way, I'll run them down real quick. We nominated for Best Comedy, Best Romance, Best Feature. I'm nominated for Best Director, Best Actor, and Ama McBrown nominated for Best Actress. So that makes 6 of them awards. So we don't see how many we get, but it's a blessing to be nominated, man. You know, it's respect. I love the nominations. We'll see what happens this evening, though.
Hey, man, you gonna get that joint for that Best Actor. I already know that, dog. Hey, man.
That's crazy, man. When I be telling people that is not what I like, I love hearing when people be like, man, the actor, because I mean, that just ain't what I focus on. You know what I mean? Or what? And you know I wasn't supposed to act in this one, but I take pride in my writing.
Yes.
I grew to love directing like I love writing, so that's what I focus on. And then the acting, I've been doing it since I was little, but it ain't my focus. So I was like, you know, so every time people encourage me with that or talk about how much they love the acting part, you know, I do love that. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a humble dude, but the stuff I can do, I claim. So it's like, ain't nobody gonna sit in my face and tell me I ain't cold with that pen or anything I decide to write. You ain't gonna tell me. You know what I mean? Yeah, but
actually, fight from your cousin on that
one. But I'm like, if somebody would have told me I wasn't good with the acting, I wouldn't have argued. I'd be like, okay, like, because I don't know for sure. You know, you gotta let the people judge. That's what I say. You can't.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
people keep giving me them good reviews, man. So yeah, that's cool.
Hey, Anwar gonna bring all the trophies back to Ghana. I just saw you say that. She was best. Like, go get him, bro. Let's win this.
Yeah,
That's right, my sister. We gonna do it.
yeah. Well, yeah, cuzzo, I'm gonna see y'all sometime today. We gonna get clean for the little shit dig later on. Hit the carpet again. So everybody in here, come back in a couple hours. 3 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock in Ghana. PY out of Watson, the producer, will be on here with me. So,
boy.
so check back for that. And Cuzzo, I'm gonna see you, man, and we gonna keep it
Sure,
moving.
man.
We gonna celebrate tonight. Yeah.
It's going. I see it a little bit, cuz.
All right now.
Yeah, right on, man.